Hello, my diamonds, my Teletubbies. You know what I've come to realize? That as long as you have curiosity about life, you can never become a boring person. Now, and I remember being married to my second husband, and this dude didn't have anything that he was passionate about. He didn't have anything that he was, curious in terms of life. And that made him like, oh my God, boring. I mean, a snoozer. And then I noticed you have a lot of people who they like to travel because they think that makes them seem to be more exciting. That makes them, it makes it seem like they're very interesting people. But what I've known after thinking about it, when you're curious, you're constantly seeking knowledge, exploring new ideas, and embracing new experiences. You ask questions, and that's me. You dive deeper. I love research. That's my favorite pastime, reading and research. And you challenge the status quo. Curiosity is what fuels creativity. It pushes you to think outside the box and find innovative solutions to problems, whether it's picking up a new hobby or simply having deep conversations with friends. Curiosity, it opens doors to endless possibilities. And here's something else. Curiosity is contagious. When you engage with other people who share your zest for life, I don't like people who are very apathetic. I like people who can still get excited about life. I have some family members that are just like drones. They remind me of drones. Darkness, gloom, doom, no zest for life. I don't know what the hell happened, but whatever, child. But when you have a zest for life, it creates an environment that inspires everyone to be more adventurous and to be more open-minded. And you become like this magnet for interesting conversations and unique experiences. And when you think about the opposite of curiosity, which is complacency, you stop being curious. Life becomes predictable and dull. You settle into this routine that stifles your growth and your creativity. The moment you stop asking questions is the moment you start to fade into the background, as far as I'm concerned. Curiosity, it's that little spark inside you that makes you want to learn more about life and to learn as much as you can. You want to learn about life and you want to learn about everything in it. Curiosity, it keeps your mind active and your heart open. It's what drives us to try new food or to travel to new places or even just pick up a book on a topic we know nothing about. And let's be real. Who wants to be the kind of person that's just stuck in a rut? Not me. Now, I'm a homebody. I like to do things within my community, but I still like to learn about different people, different cultures, travel to different places. I've been to Dubai. I've been to India. I've been to California. I've been to Africa. I've been to Las Vegas. I've been to so many places via YouTube. And when I travel to these places to learn different cultures about the different people, I go to all of the hot spots, everything that you should see when you visit these places. And I have the pictures to prove it. I just show people on YouTube. So, because all that traveling, I don't do heat very well. I don't like heat. And normally when people travel, it's always to some place that's hot. I don't want to deal with different insects. I'm not into all of this walking around with this heat because it triggers my allergies. It makes my skin itch and it's just misery. So I like to travel vicariously, you know what I mean? Enjoy things vicariously, or have my besties. They go traveling and then they put me on FaceTime with them and I'm right there experiencing the same things that they're experiencing. But I still have that curiosity about me and I love to read. I'm an avid reader. I devour books. And then as I'm reading, that leads to more research. And then I'm looking at videos and then I got to check that out. It's just awesome. Because when you're curious, you meet new people and you hear new stories. You learn about their experiences. That's why I like to look at different cultures on YouTube and to explore. And then you have the virtual headsets, which is like you're right there wherever you choose to be. And you get to learn about different experiences and perspectives, which control it totally change how you see the world. It's like having this never-ending playlist of inspiration. So being curious, it doesn't mean you have to have all the answers. It's way cooler than that, you know? And you don't have to know everything. But I don't know. I'm just very curious, and I just remember living with someone who had no curiosity about nothing, no hobbies that they really enjoyed. He claims that he likes to travel, but then when you travel with him, he's a stick in the mud. Don't want to spend no money. How the hell are we going to have a good time if we're not spending money? You want to be cheap and stingy? Who could be so bothered with that? Me, when I travel, if I can't do it a 5-star, don't waste my time, nor my energy. I'm coming out here dealing with all this heat and all these insects and all of this, oh God, new way of adjusting, which I don't mind the growing thing, but no, if I can't do it 5-star, honey, I'm really not interested. So if you're ever feeling a bit like you're boring or you're dull or you're a stick in the mud or you're stuck in your routine, just remember this. Spark that curiosity. Ask questions. Do a lot of reading. Learn about different cultures, different ways of different foods. Like I live in New York, and in New York, they have almost every culture you could think of restaurant. I live upstate New York, but it would take me 2.5 hours to get to the city, 3 hours. So I can experience every culture of food that there is, you know, seek out new experiences and don't ever be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone, because life, it's a massive playground waiting for you to explore it. Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle.